Alright guys, today we're going to be working on another project here. This is my my motorcycle, Yamaha V-Star 1100, 2007. And I just got out of winter storage a couple weeks ago. And I noticed right down here, I was leaking a ton of oil. So this is my valve right here, my valve cap with the rocker arm and the spring. And there's a valve cover that goes over this. And I was leaking oil from that. So after further investigation, I realized it's because this hole down here was completely stripped. And I'll show you those threads here in a second. Even from this view, you can see that this hole has threads in it, and that hole's completely bare. We zoom in a little bit. You'll see that hole's bare, and that hole at the top has threads. So that's what we're going to fix today. We're going to retap that hole, put in new threads, and then put the screw back in and tighten that cover back down. So let's take a look at that. Over here are the tools I have for this project. To start, I have my drill set up with a really cool attachment that allows me to drill at a 90-degree angle. That way I can get in there and actually drill it, because my drill wouldn't fit behind my front tire. Next, we're going to use this tap here. This is a 1/4 inch tap, and we're going to use that to put new threads in the hole. And then I'm going to use this tool here to put these new threads in. I don't want to make the hole bigger and have to get bigger screws. I just want to put new threads in. So that's how we're going to do this project. And I have Loctite to hold these new threads in. And if you see here, it kind of looks like the new threads, but actually, believe it or not, this is the old thread. So that just came out of there, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I had it too tight, and over the winter, as the engine was cooling and contracting and then worn back up, maybe it popped loose, I don't know. But we're going to get that fixed today. And then here is the cover with the original bolts in it. So one thing I do need to do, and I have to order this online, is I want to get a new gasket to replace this one. It's pretty flat, so it may still leak a bit of oil after it's done, but it certainly should be a lot less. And then once I get that gasket replaced, it shouldn't leak any oil at all. So I'm going to get this camera set up at a good spot where you can see it, and we're going to begin this repair. Okay, so the first step of fixing these threads is to drill this hole out here to the proper size to accept the new thread inserts. The kit says to do a 1/4 inch, so I have a 1/4 inch bit here. And as you can see, I put a bit of tape on it. I just put that tape on so I know how deep to drill. I don't want to drill too far into the engine block, of course, and if I drill too deep, I'll make the hole much deeper than it needs to be. So I measured the hole using a thin Allen wrench, and I marked on the Allen wrench where the hole stopped, and then I transferred that mark over to my drill bit, so now I won't go too far. So let's get this going. I need to try to make this as straight as I possibly can make it. I'm going to help use the original hole to kind of just guide my cut. I'm not going to force it in any direction. I'm using an impact drill here. I made really quick work of that, and it allows me to have a lot of control. I want to make sure none of these shavings wind up on the inside. There we go. See, there's a little metal shaving inside that hole, so I'm just going to use an Allen wrench to kind of clean that out. Perfect, I'm pretty happy with that. So the next part of this project is to tap that hole with a 1/4 inch tap. So here I have my 1/4 inch tap. It just fits nicely into that tool that I showed you previously. Goes right in there. And I think I'm just going to have just enough room to turn this thing. Yeah, looks like we'll be okay. So I'm going to start this tap out. I'm going to go half. I'm going to get it caught just like that, and then back it out a half turn. Get back up to where I was, and go up a 1/4 turn, and back it out a half turn. I might not have enough room to use this tool. I might have to get creative with a different tool. Because it wants to hit this bar over here. But I think I might be able to get it how I need it. 1/4 turn and half turn back. Do a 1/4 turn. And a half turn back. I just felt it get nice and tight, so I think that's as far as it's going to let me go, which is perfect. Oh yeah, good. Alright, so now I'm going to get a rag and clean this up a little bit. Make sure the threads look good from all the way around. Make sure the insert looks good, and then I'll show you how to do that step. So we're nearing the end of the repair here. To finish up, I have some high strength thread lock, and I have my threads. So my threads just fit on right on the end of this tool here, and I'll have a picture of that on the video so you can see it a little closer. And I'm not going to use the thread lock for the screw, but I will use it for these threads, so those threads lock in place and never move, hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a little dot of hydraulic on there. Should be good. And I'm going to go ahead and get these threads started in that hole. Thread lock takes 15 to 20 minutes to finish, so I won't be able to finish this today. It takes an hour to fully cure. And there we have it. The threads are all the way in there. Ready to go. So there are my new threads right there, if you can see them. And the screw will fit right in there with them. So I didn't change the inside diameter of the hole. I changed the outside diameter of the hole. I retapped it. I put thread inserts in, which have the same diameter, interior diameter, as the outside diameter of my original bolt. So I don't have to change bolts. I can use the same exact bolt and it will fit in just like it was normal. Remember guys, safety first.